mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale.
You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, winner of the Mid-Atlantic Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast. Serving Hynella, Royal Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford.
And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 today. Girls basketball at the Castle. The Lady Knights taking on the Camden Catholic Irish. Lady Knights 19-5, and the Camden Catholic Irish 17-10 on the year. Let's take a look at the standings. The Colonial Liberty standings. Woodbury atop of that division there are 16-6 overall with 9-0 in the conference. Sterling follows them at 19-5. They're 8-2. Their only two losses in the conference to Woodbury, followed by Haddonfield, Haddon Township, Haddon Heights, and West Deptford. And in the Olympic national standings, you have Paul VI there with a whopping 19-2 record, 6-0 in that division, followed by Camden Catholic, who we see here today. At 17-10, they're 3-2 in the division. Bishop Eustace, Camden, and Woodrow Wilson are at the bottom of that division. Take a look at the side-by-side comparison. Sterling 19-5, second in the Colonial Liberty, putting up 40 points a game, allowing 29 points a game. Morgan Sims and Bridget Dixon, your leading scorers with 10 points a game apiece. Aaron Quinn and Mackenzie McDonald follow there on your screen. Camden Catholic 17-10. They're second in the Olympic National. 53 points a game on offense, 41 allowed on defense. Battle, Thompson, Vaughn, and Black Stewart are the leading scorers for the Irish. Game history since 2007, Sterling with a 72% win percentage overall. Camden Catholic with a 74% win percentage. And you see there, Camden Catholic leads the series 3-1, and they won their last meeting. Sterling's last win was back in 2020. The teams met earlier this season. Camden Catholic won by a wide margin, 70-41. Take a look at the leading scorers. Cassidy Thompson leading it for the Irish with 20. Bridget Dixon leading with 16. And now the keys to the game, guys, limiting turnovers. They got to focus on the rebounding and team defense against a very strong Camden Catholic team. And we take a look here at our one and only senior, Isiana Lewis. So it is her senior night.
Yeah, that's a great job they're doing, honoring her. Obviously had the injury, wasn't able to play like she thought in her senior year, but always supporting the team. You see her in the hallways, always has a smile on her face, just an outstanding kid, and we definitely wish her the best, no question about it. And a lot of impressive stats that we saw that you went over there, Jacob. And I like the fact that Coach Kate McDonald likes going against these tough teams in the latter part of the year. And we're joined by Travis Schmidt. Travis, tell us, you know what, I guess we're going to take a break for our national anthem here, then I'll come back to you. Cool.
We're going to have the girls introduce themselves. Take a look at the 2022-2023 girls basketball team.
Mackenzie McDonald, Jr., forward, Laurel Springs.
Morgan Sims, Jr., guard, Stratford.
Bridget Dixon, Jr., point guard, Somerdale. Aaron Quinn, Jr., guard, Summerdale.
Shane Duffy, Jr., forward, Summerdale.
Kayla Knott, Jr., forward, Summerdale.
Arlen Kay, sophomore, guard, Stratford. Antonia Troilo, sophomore, guard, Laurel Springs.
Amber Wilsey, sophomore, guard, Stratford.
Paris Logan, sophomore, forward, Hynella.
Maddie Sims, freshman, forward, Stratford. Lexi Kuhn, freshman, center, Stratford.
Good look there at the 2022-2023 girls basketball team for Sterling. Take a look at the starting lineups. It'll be Morgan Sims, Aaron Quinn, Bridget Dixon, Mackenzie McDonald, and Isiana Lewis. And for Camden Catholic, it'll be Kayana Black-Stewart, Darby Shabrina, Gabby Vaughn, Aaron Battle, and Cassidy Thompson rounding out the starting five there for the Irish. And take a look here at the Group 2 tournament. Right now, the Lady Knights are set to face Collingswood. That game will be Tuesday, February 21st. And you can see some of the other matchups there on your screen. We take a look at the boys matchup. That'll also be on Tuesday, February 21st. They're taking on Camden Academy Charter. So now the starting lineups for the Irish, and as we saw, they have a very competitive division. They're 17-10 on the year. Very good team. It's going to be a tough challenge here for the Lady Knights today.
No doubt about it, but I think you get better when you're playing better competition. And Travis, what does that do for your team as you're getting closer to the playoffs? Talk about how that can help you out playing against a better team.
Someone like Camden Catholic, who the girls are playing tonight, they're an Olympic Conference team. And Olympic Conference teams are always stronger. You see that in the girls' side and in the boys' side. So I think this will get our girls ready for the playoffs that are coming up.
So we should have a good one on hand here today. Sterling about to introduce their starting lineups. And there is the lone senior, Isiana Lewis. About to take a look at the starting lineups here today. And, you know, we should have a good game on hand as long as Sterling comes out and they stick to those keys of the game where they play team defense and they obviously got to execute offensively.
Yeah, and these teams, playing against a team forces you to play fast, and it just gives you, better competition that's going to mimic what you're going to face in the upcoming playoffs.
Yeah, you see there, lots of love for Isiana all over the gym. As there she is, she's introduced in the starting lineup here today. Again, you got the posters, the confetti.
Yeah.
Got some balloons.
You get a little more attention when you're the only senior, I think. Good for her, though.
So we're just about ready for the opening tip.
And the one thing is, obviously, we've seen the girls, as we look at the two coaches there, Kate McDonald, obviously having an outstanding year. And there is Christina Matera, coach of the Camden Catholic team that, as you said, Jacob, has a really tough schedule, so the record doesn't always tell you everything, and obviously they're an outstanding team. And Coach Kate McDonald really has her team playing well. We've seen them play, and they just seem solid. They seem consistent. They're consistent on the defensive end. I know that's what Coach McDonald preaches. And on the offensive end, you're going to get some inconsistency here and there, but they've been able to produce offensively. They've hit threes as we look at Isiana Lewis.
So we are just about set for opening tip here on senior night here at the Castle. The Lady Knights taking on the Camden Catholic Irish. Thanks for tuning in with us on Channel 19. Right now I'm joined by Mr. Schulz and Travis Schmid. Opening tip is underway. And they get the ball to Isiana, and she lays it in, and she's been hurt throughout a lot of this year, not able to play, and that's got to be a big moment for her, as now she subs out of the game. Paris Logan checks into the starting lineup, but a nice moment there for Isiana Lewis. We're going to take one more look at it.
Yeah, real nice gesture by both teams, showing great sportsmanship, and obviously, she really appreciates that. You can see by her reaction.
So the Lady Knights with a 2-point advantage thanks to Isiana Lewis. McDonald outside. Finds Quinn. And here's Sims. And guys, the Lady Knights do a phenomenal job of really just slowing the game down and taking their time in the half-court set.
And you don't see real aggressive pressure out on the perimeter in that zone defense that they're coming out with, Camden Catholic. But Travis, as you know, that can change with some teams. They up the pressure, and sometimes you see some traps.
Yes, so what our girls are doing, they'll slow it down before they look for the right shot. They don't play fast, which goes to your advantage a lot, because kind of takes time off the clock. I mean, you're playing a strong opponent like Camden Catholic who plays good defense. If you can play slow throughout the game and score and make them force you up, sometimes then they'll start making mistakes defensively. So,
well, here we go. They're amping it up with this full court press, and Sterling right now doing a good job getting it to the half, and then Bridget Dixon taking it the rest of the way.
Sims from way downtown. Shot rolls around the ring and drops for Morgan Sims from way beyond the arc.
Looks like it hit kind of a dead spot back there, but it went in.
Got the old hometown roll there, and now the Lady Knights force a turnover. So here is Dixon outside.
Like we said, good job.
Shot drops from Mackenzie McDonald down in the low block.
And Mackenzie's really done a nice job this year just getting that ball, laying it up, using the glass. But we talked about Camden Catholic. That first half-court set weren't as aggressive on the perimeter, but then came back with a full-court press. So that's going to be a challenge for Sterling. They actually went against 6 girls yesterday to kind of mimic that.
Cross-court pass for Quinn is up and good. So the Lady Knights out here to a 7-point advantage. Early lead sure does help. In the corner, there's a 3. Shot doesn't go there for Vaughn. And now here's Dixon, picked up by Vaughn, now doubled by Thompson. Dixon, floater, doesn't drop, rebound Irish. Strong layup that rolls around the back of the rim and doesn't go. Rebound McDonald. And that almost for sure looked like it was going in. Here's Dixon. Out to Quinn. Down to Logan. Fine inside for McDonald. Shot is good for Mackenzie McDonald.
Well, that's about as good a ball movement when you consider what you saw in movement around the outside. Then great diagonal looks down low, having Mackenzie McDonald finish.
Passes inside and the shot drops there for Aaron Battle.
One of the few times you'll see Sterling let somebody loose, get open down in the low post. Just kind of lost track of it.
Mackenzie McDonald's shot drops.
Yeah, you played against 6 defenders yesterday, and obviously, that doesn't give you much space. You have to work fast, and it did a good job mimicking what they're seeing here tonight. And Sterling's off to a great start.
Pass is intercepted, and Travis, talk about what it means to get out to an early lead like this. The Lady Knights now up by 9.
Yeah, when you get out to early leads, it kind of gets energy going for you, obviously, because you're up early. But it also kind of makes the other team, they might start playing quicker, or they might start shooting stuff that they rush shots. When teams go down early, they tend to rush shots, which doesn't help. You want to take your time and throw the ball. So that's what it seems like they're doing right now. They just forced 3 off-balance shots that forced missed, and now I guess they're just going to try to slow them down here.
Sabrina outside. Good ball movement here for the Irish. And the layup in the hands of Black Stewart.
Well, that was Camden Catholic kind of giving Sterling a taste of their own medicine there with good inside-out ball movement.
We're going to take a look at the three-pointer from the backboard cam here. Took a weird roll off the iron and in.
I'll take it, though.
Weird yet favorable.
That was number 35, Black Stewart. First foul, teams first.
So the first free throw is no good.
And Paris Logan continuing her really strong play down in the low post. She's really been a surprise over the last 4 or 5 games in what she's been able to bring to the table.
Second free throw was good. She goes 1 for 2 at that trip at the line. 2.5 minutes remain in this first quarter of action here on senior night. Pass was swatted away by McDonald, now in the hands of Sims. Here's Dixon. Nice move by Dixon. She's picked up by Vaughn.
You know, last year they went against Sterling and it was a 30-point loss, and Sterling really saw how impressive Camden Catholic was, and I think you've got a lot of these same girls from Sterling who experienced that last year. And one general look I'm seeing in looking at Sterling, the way they're playing, sometimes you go against a better team, you back off a little bit. I don't see that tonight. I see them playing aggressively, and they're not at all fazed by the caliber competition they're looking at.
Irish making some substitutions.
Travis, has there been times where you played a higher caliber team one time and then benefited the second time around? Do you feel more comfortable playing against that type of competition?
Yeah, sometimes when you see a good team for the first time, it's like, you play a little timid because you just know how good they are and like what they can do. Sometimes that loss will almost make the next game easier because what our girls are doing right now, they're attacking, they're going right at them, they're putting pressure. They're scoring, but yeah, there's been multiple times where, even this season with the boys, I mean, we had a game earlier in the season versus Eastern, and they were ranked somewhere in the top 10, I believe 7, in South Jersey, and we lost to them last year. They played us tough, and then this year we attacked them and we got on them and we beat them.
That's a great example, because I think that was probably your team's best game of the year.
Yeah, we played against a tough team like Eastern, a big school, Group 4. We played like our best team game of the season versus them, which was nice for PowerPoint wise and just as a team that early in the season to get that big of a win versus a strong team like that.
And here's that press again, and that's the thing, when a team has this as one of their key weapons, they're not going to back. If you beat it one time, they're not going to back off. You beat it twice, you're not going to back off. They're going to keep coming at you, and I think that's what we're seeing from Camden Catholic in that trap right there.
Nice move to the basket there for Cassidy Thompson. And her shot drops, makes it a 5-point game. And there we see that press again. There's a foul, and a little after the whistle, but nothing intentional.
That's a real nice play. Just when you thought she was off bounds, kind of regained control and laid it soft off the glass.
Here's Dixon, finds McDonald. Pass outside, was knocked away by Thompson. And it will stay with Sterling.
Next ball.
1:15 remains in this first quarter. Lady Knights lead it by 5. Quinn outside. Now McDonald. Free throw line jumper is good. Mackenzie McDonald with a phenomenal first quarter to this point.
Good movement, and you can see if you get the ball in the wing, you got to look to get rid of it in a hurry because Camden's going to come at you with the trap. Camden Catholic, I'm sorry. I still have Camden in my head from the Saturday game.
Sims outside. Back to Dixon. Good ball movement here for the Lady Knights as they're taking their time with 25 ticks left on the clock. Now Dixon's floater is up and good.
That's what they have to do because Camden Catholic's going to try to make them play fast because we usually play slow and wait for the good shot. So the ball movement needs to stay, and we just need to run our stuff.
Shot was no good from the outside. Rebound McDonald. Sims from way outside comes up short, but the Lady Knights with an impressive first half as they lead it 19-10. We'll be right back after the break.
19-10.
Guys, put your IDs on. Brady, headphones. Gotta come out. No. Come on, man.
Yo, Brady, you know you're not supposed to have your jacket on, man. Come on, take it off. Put it in your locker. No, I'm okay.
Stop. You have your jacket on, AirPods in, and no ID. Go to internal. You too, huh? Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Sterling with a 19-10 lead as we take a look at the shot outside of the school on this gorgeous night here at the castle. And a very good, very clean offense. A clean offensive first quarter there for the Lady Knights.
Just an outstanding start here by Sterling against a very good Camden Catholic team. They got caught up the one time on the trap on the full court press, but for the most part, Jacob, they really did a nice job.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about how tough this Camden Catholic press is, and Sterling did a nice job in just making the good passes, cross-lateral passes, and they found a way to just move the ball up the court, and Mackenzie McDonald had a phenomenal first quarter offensively.
So that three was good there by Thompson. And now the Irish get it back. And the layup there is good, so that's going to cut this Lady Knights lead down to 5.
Now they're coming back out again. As we said, they're going to be relentless.
So Mackenzie McDonald trying to answer. A nice move. Shot is no good. And a rebound there by Battle. That shot is good. Count the bucket and the foul.
Well, not only does Catholic have the full court press, but they're not afraid to run and finish, as you see right here, getting the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. As you see, Cassidy Thompson there, one of the leading scorers for Camden Catholic. Just an outstanding player, an outstanding defender, and she gets ahead on that fast break. She's going to Quinnipiac University in New York State, I believe. Or Connecticut, okay. I was a little off. Mr. K said Connecticut. I know it's north of us. Okay.
So that one goes out of bounds. It goes off the hand of Caroline O'Callahan.
And we talked about how well Sterling dealt with the press in that first quarter. Camden Catholic has really amped it up defensively with this full court press.
Now just a 1-point game here at the Castle. Here's Quinn driving. Nice find to McDonald underneath, but she loses it, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, and facing the press, that was a good job getting it up there. Just weren't able to finish there, but again, this is going to mimic what you could see if you're ahead late in the game against a team that's maybe down by 8 with 4 minutes left. They're going to come at you, so you've got to get good at it. This is great practice.
So foul there at the end of that play. That'll send Battle to the line.
Well, this is a great job by Battle, just attacking the rim, not afraid of any contact, going up, trying to finish, unable to convert, but gets herself to the line.
First foul, team second.
So here's Battle looking to tie this game up at 19. And she does. Now we'll see if she can give Camden Catholic the lead.
And the other thing I think that got Sterling ready for a game against a team this caliber is the fact that you've got Woodbury in your division twice, and they're a very tough team. And I felt like Sterling battled against them twice very hard.
So now the Irish with a 20-19 lead. And they get it back instantly, but then lose it, taken over by Erin Quinn. But that's eventually stolen away there by Battle. Battle driving toward the basket. Layup is good. And a nice little run by the Irish. That's going to cause Sterling to call a timeout.
Well, we're going to take another look at this. Nice hustle play there by Quinn. Ends up in the hands of Battle, and this is a nice dribble move right here that catches Morgan Sims off guard. Nice job just going up strong and landing it off the glass.
And a good timeout. If you look at Coach Medina there from Camden, Christina Matera for Camden Catholic, but a real good timeout by Coach McDonald, because I think right now you basically just have to review everything you talked about in practice. We look at our crowd right there. With respect to handling that press, you don't want to overhandle the ball. You want to get some diagonal looks. You want people flashing middle, and you're always looking where you're going to go with the ball before you even get it. And if you're able to do that, move it up the floor through passing and diagonal looks, you've got a better chance of beating it. And I'm sure Coach just wanted to go over a few of those coaching points right there in that timeout.
So here's Dixon. She's double teamed. She just cannot connect with that pass.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at this right here. I mean, Camden Catholic, we talk about the press, and there's the shot from Thompson. But the one thing is you can't go in the corner because then you're just asking to get trapped.
Yeah.
Stone trying to take it away. They cannot. And a big shift here in this second quarter as Camden Catholic, they just immediately took over. I think it's because I came into the booth.
Everything was going great until you sat right there, Brian. You got a sad-looking guy right here. That's okay. Jake and I have been the kiss of death many times.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Collectively, either together or individually.
Maybe if we get Travis back here in the fourth quarter, maybe we'll come out to like a big fourth quarter comeback or something.
I think shot. Coach McDonald motioned over here. And Brian over there. I think. And Battle there at the free throw line is going to UMass. So it's getting bigger than that.
Yeah, two very talented players on this Camden Catholic team, and this system that favors them and the way that they play with the press and getting good looks at the rim is really why the tides have turned in this second quarter.
Irish out to a 5-point lead over the Lady Knights. Wow. A lot of quick passing there and a wide open three, and it is good for Cassidy Thompson. Picture perfect passing there for the Fighting Irish.
Boy, it's very rare you get 3 passes without anybody putting the ball on the floor, and you saw that from Camden Catholic. What a great job as we see the final part of them finishing off. But just outstanding ball movement in her half-court set by Camden Catholic.
And Dixon was lucky right there. She took the ball in the corner once again, managed to just skate around the two defenders by the sideline. Pretty impressive there for Bridget Dixon.
Irish back here on offense and a foul. That's going to be on Sims. And that will send Battle to the line again.
Fouls on number 24, Sims. First foul, team Smith.
Now, before the shot.
All right, so I guess no foul shot. That'll still give the Irish the ball.
Not in the act of shooting.
That three good by Thompson as well. And what a game she's had so far.
Well, the no foul shot worked out there as Thompson knocked down the three from the corner.
Shot there no good by Paris Logan. And then another layup.
Yeah, and we're not converting on our end of the floor. That press has us playing a little fast, a little bit out of control.
Here's Sims with it. Gets that to Dixon. Dixon just trying to let this offense catch their breath.
And even in the half-court side, guys, defensively, Camden Catholic is still finding takeaways, as we see right there.
That layup is good for Cassidy Thompson. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this thing before. Just a complete turnaround from one quarter to the next.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the phenomenal find from Battle to Thompson right there. And that's going to force Coach McDonald to take another timeout. One more look here. And here's Thompson. And we take a look here again at the girls South Jersey Group 2 tournament. Sterling taking on Collingswood. That'll be this Tuesday, February 21st. And it'll be the first of the girls, and then the boys will have a double header. Let's take a look at the boys. They'll be taking on Camden Academy Charter. Both of those games will be here. It'll be 5 and then 7 o'clock.
So it should be an exciting night. Here we see Miss Caracciolo. And Miss Caracciolo's niece, number 20, Darby Chabria. I think I got that right. Is Mrs. Caracciolo's niece out here playing for Camden Catholic.
So back to basketball. As here is Erin Quinn, floats that one up to Kay. Then out to McDonald and just can't connect with Dixon. It goes out of play.
And that was a nice job there. The guards did a good job. They moved the ball up the floor, and McDonald almost had a pass there as Dixon was going for the back end, but just nothing doing right now for the Lady Knights.
And that's going to be a jump ball. And it looks like it'll be Lady Knights basketball.
Take a look there, just floater, no good. Nice job by McDonald. Comes down with it, and that was a pretty quick jump ball there as she took it away from the Camden Catholic defender.
Sims, quick pass to Dixon, back to Sims. 4:15 to go in this first half. Lady Knights trail it by 15. Sims chucks up a three. That shot no good. Quinn trying to get the rebound. She cannot. Instead, it's O'Callahan for the Irish.
Camden Catholic on quite a run right here. I mean, Sterling has been getting some shots. Just haven't been able to finish.
Another three.
Real good defense.
No good. And then a foul at the end of that play.
We're going to take a look. Three is no good. Good rebound there by McDonald. And
Team 6.
just bad luck right there. coming down hard with the rebound and just a little bump. Poor timing.
Layup is no good. McDonald gets the rebound for the Lady Knights. Dixon finds Sims. Back to Dixon, then to Kay. 3.5 to go in this first half. Lady Knights just looking for something here in the second quarter. Kay floats it up to McDonald, then back to Dixon. Kay checks up a 3. That shot is no good. Rebound by Arvello. Serino gets it to Arvello. Sterling trying to get some aggressive defense going. 3 fries from Serino is good. And it looks like we have an injured Lady Knight. That's Aaron Quinn limping off the court right there.
And that would be a big loss as we look at the play right here. Aaron Quinn kind of landed a little bit wrong, and she's talking to Sean Clank.
You take one more look at it. She goes to defend the shooter outside. Yeah, and just lands a little funny on that left ankle.
Sims floats that one to Kay, then trying to get to Logan, but it's intercepted there by Arvello. Layup is good by Thompson. Foul at the end of that play.
Boy, they're quick and cutting off the passing lanes, and they're in a hurry, going the other way, and doing an outstanding job of finishing, taking on some contact and getting himself to the free throw line.
No, I could be wrong, but has Sterling, I don't think Sterling has scored a point in the second quarter.
I believe you're correct, Brian. I mean, it has literally been all Camden Catholic because of that press. And even when they get into the half court set, as Mr. Schultz was talking about, they cut off the passing lanes, force steals. And Sterling just broke a 30-0 run for the Irish as it was 19-10 going into the second quarter.
Trying to drive, gets it lost. Nice job by Sims keeping in bounds for Sterling. Less than 2 minutes to go. It's a 40-21 Camden Catholic lead. Just as we said, Sterling was up 19-10 going into the second quarter.
It really says a lot about the caliber of their competition that they have 10 losses this year.
Layup is good by Mackenzie McDonald, so hopefully Sterling starts to heat up at least a little bit.
By Mackenzie McDonald turning and laying it soft off the glass.
And not a ton of bright spots in this game for the Lady Knights, but offensively, Mackenzie McDonald has been one of them. As we take another look, just a nice job of getting rid of it quick in the low block with the defender there.
Well, you've obviously had a tough second quarter, to say the least, and you've faced an onslaught. I think now it's imperative that you kind of gather things together at halftime and come out and still battle. You want to take a positive away from this game, and I think if you're able to do that, that's something you can hang your hat on.
Nice vocabulary there, Mr. Schultz. Onslaught, imperative. Wow, that was really good.
Two within 2 sentences. That's very unlike me.
So
I'll never do that again.
Great English from a math teacher.
I know.
So traveling violation.
What do they say? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
So less than a minute to go in this first half. Here's Sims out to Dixon.
And if the Lady Knights can get a basket or two going into the half, I mean, that would be huge just for moral reasons.
So
no doubt at this point, you know, if you can pull anything positive out of this last 37 seconds, anything's helpful.
So here is Serino ticking up the floor for these Camden Catholic Fighting Irish. And Sterling, I think, is going to have a lot to talk about in the locker room at halftime. 3 there, no good. Sims with the rebound. Sterling just trying to get a final shot before the break. Pass deflected away. And it will go out of play with 0.7 seconds remaining. Do it here for this first half. A big second quarter for the Fighting Irish. Give them a 40-23 lead over the Lady Knights. Second half action coming up right after this.
40-23.
Have a good day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands. There it is! My God! Holy moly! Man, it's beautiful.
Moral of the story, always be nice.
I could really use a bev right now.
Braden, how many times I tell you not to bring drinks in the classroom, just water? Braden, how many times I tell you not to bring drinks in the classroom?
Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors about the hallway predator?
Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
All right, bro.
I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scary. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
Why is everyone looking at me? Is there something on my face? Please stop looking at me. so dirty.
You're ugly.
You're so crusty.
You smell. You look ugly.
Everyone sees you.
That's why your shoes raggedy.
You're alone.
I'm gonna fail you. You're never gonna get to college.
It's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Where's your ID?
Hey, oh, stop, wait a minute. Put that hood down.
You're late. Put your hood down.
Where's your ID?
And you have your backpack on.
I can't believe my computer's dead. Yo, does anyone have a charger?
No! No!
Watch where you're going, pal.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Guys, this has to stop. 8% of high schoolers have bought on school property. It isn't cool. This ain't no fight club. We have to change.
And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Take a look at some of the traffic there on the White Horse Pike on your ride home from work. And we're going to take a look at some of the leading scorers now. For Sterling, it's Mackenzie McDonald with 10, Bridget Dixon with 4, Morgan Sims with 3. And for Camden Catholic, Cassidy Thompson with 18, Aaron Battle with 10, and Dylan Soriano with 8. And we're going to take a look at Mackenzie McDonald, who had 10 and had a phenomenal first half, Mr. Schultz.
Yeah, she did. You see her just catch, turn, and finish, go right up there, soft off the glass, using her body right there, and doing an outstanding job right there, finding an opening and draining one free throw line, and then again going up strong, soft off the glass. Mackenzie McDonald with 10 points at the half.
And now for the other side on the Irish, take a look at Cassidy Thompson. She's done a phenomenal job of getting a lot of her points at the rim. She can also hit from the outside.
That's why this team's so dangerous. To see her leading the fast break, just looks effortless with the outside shot. And if you guard her too close, she's driving to the basket, finishing off a lot of those fast breaks, and getting fouled, going up certain times, getting the old-fashioned three-point play. Just a complete player when you're looking at what Cassie Thompson is brought to the table here for Camden Catholic.
All right, so just about 30 seconds away from second half action. And again, we just cannot stop talking about how good of a second quarter that Camden Catholic Fighting Irish had. They really were the Fighting Irish in that second quarter.
And you talk about their press. That was a big thing, big topic of what we were told coming into this game. And boy, it really had a difference. Sterling beat the press a couple times, but a team that hangs their hat on that type of defense, pressing, is going to continue with it. You can beat them a couple times, they're going to continue with it, and ultimately they turned their press into turnovers and into fast breaks going the other way and points, and just had an outstanding second quarter. Just totally dominant.
So Camden Catholic starting with the ball in this third quarter. Glad you're with us here on Channel 19. I'm Brian McClernand, joined by Jay Clark and Kevin Schulz. Mid-range shot there is good by Aaron Battle.
Well, they pick up right where they left off, and they're going to come at you with the press. And I think Coach McDonough had to tell her team, hey, let's forget about what happened in that second quarter and just continue to try to execute.
Take a look at the foul here.
And I think the thing that we haven't really talked about is how impressive it was that Camden Catholic won on a 30-0 run against the Lady Knights. For a majority of that second quarter, it was just strictly all Camden Catholic.
Yeah, Sterling was held to just 4 points in that second quarter, as a three is good.
And that press can get you away from what your game plan was coming in there. You saw them kind of overhandle it a few times. And you also, if you're away from the ball, you can't get caught flat-footed. If somebody's being trapped, you've got to go towards the ball and help out.
So here is Dixon. Gets that to Sims. Sims just cannot connect with McDonald on that pass. Here's a wide open Thompson. She'll put the layup through. And a foul at the end of that play. That's going to be on Chabria.
Well, this is what Camden Catholic has done all game long, is work hard on the defensive end, make a great takeaway, and then take the ball for some easy transition points, as we saw right there.
Dixon gets that one to Kay. Then back to Dixon. Floats to Kay, then out to Logan. And Logan, I believe, will be fouled.
Third foul.
Coach Christina Matera really has her team running on all cylinders. I'm sure hoping to make a playoff run of their own. But again, you look at this team with 10 losses, and I'm sure they play tough teams outside their conference, probably go in some tournaments where they play tougher teams, and they're definitely a battle-tested team and a complete team. We've talked enough about the press, but they can hurt you if you leave room on the outside. You pressure the perimeter. They can drive to the hole. The ball movement has been absolutely outstanding.
Layup is no good, and tries again. And Black Stewart puts it through. 26-point lead for the Lady Knights. Not for the Lady Knights, it's for Camden Catholic, and they'll move on to it.
It's ironic Sterling practice against 6 girls, but because it almost seems like there's more Camden Catholic players on the court with the way they're playing defense, cutting off the passing lanes, trapping. They're just all over the floor.
Well, and not only that, but they rotate so well. When one pass is made, watch how all the girls slide to get into position. There's not been a missed rotation at all for the Irish this game. This view will show it perfectly, as you'll see. Take a look. When Sims makes a pass, they all rotate. And that's just a phenomenal job defensively in this half-court set for the Camden Catholic Irish. I mean, look, there's nowhere to go, as you can see. Mr. K is saying back in the truck, where do you go? Yeah. I mean, we're all wondering the same thing. I mean, just suffocating defense.
And this is one of those things where I think you're so overwhelmed, and you see Sterling get away from this occasionally, but you've got to go with some ball fakes, try to get them going one way, then go the other way. Once you're predictable, they're going to cut off the passing lanes and just get a head start. I think that's what you're seeing.
I mean, for Camden Catholic, you not only have a suffocating defense, as you said, Jake, you got two players that are averaging 17 points per game. With a combination of those two things, you got a really dangerous team on your hands.
Oh, they have a phenomenal squad as we take a look at Erin Quinn, who landed a little funny on one of her ankles and has been sidelined.
So less than 4.5 to go in this third quarter. Lady Knights trying to go on a big run of their own. So here is Dixon, gets that to Sims. Then back to Dixon. Finds McDonald. McDonald looking for somebody, gets to Dixon, then to Sims. Dixon chucks up a three. Shot is no good. Trying to get the offensive rebound is Logan. She cannot. It's Thompson who comes up with it. And the layup no good. Thompson trying to finish. She cannot. But a foul at the end of the play that'll send her to the line.
You take a look, and a nice find there by Thompson to Vaughn, just unable to convert. Thompson follows her up, attacks the rim, grabs the rebound, draws contact, gets herself to the line. And Mr. Schulz, I mean, the Lady Knights have done a phenomenal job on passing in the perimeter, but they're not getting themselves open looks, because if they try and find a way to get the ball open, Camden Catholic is just all over it.
Yeah, that's another. We talked about Cassie Thompson finishing a lot of opportunities, but she's also kind of getting things going with some steals and having great passes ahead. Just a complete player. And obviously heard all about her in the pregame, and she's lived up to it.
Three is no good by Ireland Kay. And just some quick tempo offense that is working out for Camden Catholic. The layup is good by Battle.
And Camden Catholic has just done it time and time again here tonight. They've forced the turnover, whether it be on Sterling, and then you see right here, they go out on the break. And that's really how they're getting a lot of their buckets, is not really in a half-court set, but they're going out on the break. And this allows Sterling to have almost no offense, because they can't do anything right now in the half-court set. And it's tough to stop the Irish on transition.
And that's really how they got things going in that second quarter with the press. As you said, Jacob, turning defense into offense, and really have never looked back since.
So here is Battle. And then a three there that cannot go from Vaughn. And we get a foul and a jump ball. It'll be Lady Knights ball with 2:45 to go in the third.
And this game is going to prove crucial when it comes to playoff time, because Camden Catholic is such a strong opponent. And our next TV game is Friday, February 17th. It'll be basketball at 4:30. Sterling will be taking on Burlington City. It'll be live on Channel 19 and YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. Burlington City is definitely an out-of-conference opponent, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're a good basketball school. I know Mr. K and I did some games for Haddonfield, in that area, and we did a Haddonfield Burlington City game. I believe it was like a double, triple overtime game. Just an outstanding finish that Haddonfield won, but Burlington City was a very formidable opponent, and they have a great tradition there. So that's again another line of very good opponents that both our boys and girls are playing just to get themselves battle tested.
So 2:40 left in this third quarter. Irish lead it by 32. Dixon, long pass to Duffy. Duffy double team there. And a foul called. A 3-second violation. It'll be Camden Catholic ball.
And Sterling right now just playing frustrated. Things obviously haven't gone their way. But they refuse to quit in this game, Mr. Schultz.
No, they're out there battling, and you know, again, I just think they're affected by the pressure. Now, of course, obviously at this point, Catholic's backing things off. Now you just want to try to run your half-court set, keep crisp, and you know, again, try and pull some positives out in this last remainder of the third quarter, fourth quarter of play.
Nice three there by Ireland K.
And that was a nice job, right? We talked about no passing lanes, so Sterling had a few quick passes there to draw up a look for Kay. Went from Dixon to McDonald at the free throw line, and a nice job just kicking it out as the defense rotated. They forgot about Ireland Kay there on the perimeter.
Pass is tipped, but still stays with Sterling. Gets it to Kay.
And you can see what they're trying to do here is they're trying to work the ball down there to McDonald so she can kick it out to Kay or Sims.
Nice defensive play there. Layup is good by Battle. So here is Dixon. Less than a minute to go in the third. Duffy loses it there, goes back into the hands of Camden Catholic. Trying to slow up the pace. Dixon trying to get a steal.
And Bridget Dixon didn't connect on that pass, but it was a good effort at a no-look pass. It was in a tight area, but I think, you know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, and again, this is more of what had happened in the second quarter because now they're playing off a little bit, but you really need a few more ball fakes and no-look passes just to keep the defense honest. And you saw Camden Catholic, I think, just jump in the passing lanes because Sterling at some point just became a little bit too predictable on the outside.
So Catholic just slowing up the pace, and a foul called with 4.7 seconds remaining.
But again, that's one of those things that's, you know, if you'd have a film study, you see Scratchula's niece, Darby Chabria. Sure, obviously there'll be some coaching points in this game. The coach will talk to her team about.
So that's going to end this third quarter as the Irish just have a big lead over the Lady Knights after 3, 60-26. Fourth quarter action coming up right after this.
Year. I noticed that a lot of seniors.
Oh, he's in my senior experience class.
What's senior experience?
Yeah, Justin, senior experience is a great opportunity for seniors to gain work experience during the school day while earning income in any career of their interest.
Wow, that sounds really cool. What jobs qualify for this?
Any non-hazardous jobs qualify. There are really two types of students that take senior experience. Those that want experience in a career that interests them and they are able to build their resume. Then there are those who want to gain workplace skills and earn as much money as possible while building skills for the future.
That sounds interesting. How can I sign up?
Hey, come see me anytime or go talk to your guidance counselor.
All right, thank you.
And welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Lady Knights trail this one to the Irish. We have an aerial shot there of the castle.
Shay Wiley joining us. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. A lot of your soccer mates are out here.
Yes. You can kind of see like the resemblance of soccer with the basketball, and you see how they carry on working as a team together here.
Yeah, the team chemistry is outstanding.
Yes, it is.
Vaughn ends up with a steal there as this fourth quarter has just begun.
And Chaz, you know, obviously they're going against just an outstanding opponent.
Yeah.
And we asked Travis this earlier, but just wondering your viewpoint on when you go against a top flight team. What can you gain out of an experience like this?
I think this week they practiced against playing against a hard defense, and I think it kind of builds that new like offense and attacking for them, and it kind of helps them like prepare against the best, so then they know how to beat, I don't know, the lesser.
Play faster too.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to play faster. Nah, that's good stuff.
We were talking about earlier how this is going to be a good game for them going into the playoffs. Camden Catholic, they have 10 losses on the season, but obviously a very talented team, and they play some hard opponents in their division and some tournament games. This will be a good one for the Lady Knights, a good learning experience. Mr. K says that Paul VI is the #1 team in the division that also has Camden Catholic. I believe it is the Olympic National Division. Camden Catholic still with their foot on the gas as they pick up another 2 there. K lost one inside for Duffy. Duffy's shot, no good. Rebound, Irish.
And
the Irish, Mr. K, from back in the truck is telling us on a 52-7 run, just crazy dominance since that second quarter started.
Yeah, just yeah, we talked about how they defend it. As you look at Morgan Sims with the shot. But I'm sure, again, Shane, when you say you go against top flight competition, you almost have to know where you're going with the ball before you get it. Is that like the sense of what you see in basketball here that you can see in soccer?
Their defense is really strong, so you kind of have to have a game plan beforehand, because they're not going to give you much time to think, so you kind of have to know what you're doing before. And I think the girls right now are just having fun and just playing, because they know, obviously, they're just going to play together until the end.
K fires at the 3, and another 3 there dropped for the Lady Knights.
Well, and I think what you're saying is, hey, just forget what happened to this point and try and pull some positives out of it.
Yeah, you can see a lot of smiles around on the court, and I think they're just here to finish out together and just create that team bond together going into the playoffs.
And you talk about these girls playing for a while. Talk about why it's so important to have the good team chemistry that these girls have here, and I'm sure have in soccer.
Yeah, well, I think we both all trust each other. Like, we know whose specialty is what, we know who is good, and we have that trust together, and we just know that if we get the ball to this certain person, they will do what they need to do to get to the bucket. And
certain amount of trust.
Yeah, you just know that when you're giving the ball over, you know it's going to go somewhere great.
And the Catholics still playing hard there, sending Bridget Dixon to the free throw line. Now, Shay, are you a lacrosse person in the spring? Okay.
Yeah, so again, most of the basketball girls and soccer girls carry on in lacrosse, and I'm not a basketball person, but lacrosse resembles basketball a lot with the defense, the offense, and again, the team chemistry just keeps going throughout the whole entire year.
So you stay busy now. In the winter time, are you a swimmer, or
Yes.
you're a swimmer too? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the only one. Most of my friends from soccer are here playing basketball, and I'm just here to cheer on Mom.
Put that Shay Wiley here as we got the camera here on to cheer for her girls. Now, do you go to, obviously I see it to all the home games. Do you go to some away games too?
I think I've been to one, but again, this swim season did conflict with a lot of their games. So I try to make it to all I can, try to support both teams, but now that the swim season's over, I'm always here and I'm always cheering them on.
And talk about the early morning practice rather than later after school. I'm sure that's got to be a huge adjustment to the sleep schedule and everything.
Oh yeah, well my sleep schedule's now 5 hours long and then sleep during 5th block. Because it's very rough. It just shows the dedication among a lot of people waking up at 4:50 to drive in the cold weather to swim in the cold pool. It's not the ideal thing to do in the morning, but it just shows dedication, and it's just, yeah.
I don't think you should drive. I think you should wake your dad up and have him give you a ride. It's just an idea.
Yeah.
Let's see, Coach Caracciola's niece, Darby Chabria, going for Camden Catholic. Now, when you're a fan, do you mix in with the super fans and kind of give it to the other team a little bit? Are you pretty
Yes.
tough on the other team?
Yeah, I would like to declare myself a super fan.
Okay.
I think I'm always there when I can, and I'm always, attacking the other team when I can, but in the nicest way possible.
That's good, right? You stay right at the line, but you don't go over it.
Yeah.
Vaughn with a move in the lane there. Shot drops and the foul. And guys, Camden Catholic just refuses to take their foot off the gas. Already up big with less than 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And they just keep adding on to their already big lead.
Yeah, again, one of the lessons is, as a freshman, Gabrielle Vaughn, is you're trying to play a little bit faster, but I think keep a team like Camden Catholic cutting the passing lanes off, go with some ball fakes, just keep them off bounds. Right now, they're just anticipating things, and I think when teams make you play faster, you're a little bit out of whack sometimes, but. And we will have a post-game show. Jacob will be talking to girls from both teams.
Going to take another look at this half-court set here for the Lady Knights. And there, we saw some good ball movement, whereas we were talking earlier in the game, the passing lanes just weren't there, and they really struggled moving the ball in the half-court set. First free throw there is good for Caitlin Ott.
Now, we got the playoffs coming up, so you've got to get your A game going, get a good night's sleep for Tuesday.
Yes, and I think all the players, if they're in a funk, they're getting out of it now. I think this is their reset, and they've got to get prepared for this weekend. And there's a back-to-back doubleheader with the boys, so I think the atmosphere is going to be great here.
And you have a familiarity in the family with Sterling High School.
Yes.
And tell everybody who your grandmother is, because I'm sure there's a lot of people watching who know her from going to school here.
Yeah, so my grandmother is Alice Guess. She had taught at Sterling for a while. I think she taught English.
She taught English.
But yeah, she's an amazing woman and a great grandmother and role model as well.
Still has a lot of energy.
Yeah, all the time.
Always a great sense of humor.
Yes, and she's always wearing her Sterling support. She came to the last Hanfield game and supported Sterling as well, so she's always here when she can, and she's always keeping up with her old teacher friends.
see Miss Caraccia's niece with the foul line. She just came off, had the 3-point play.
Just about 2 minutes remain here in this fourth quarter of action. Again, Camden Catholic with a huge lead here over the Lady Knights.
Sterling getting a lot of girls in here, and we always talk about it. It's good to see, you know, if the team with good chemistry, if your team with good chemistry, you like to see a lot of the girls play, who practice hard, play on a scout team.
I think it's important to kind of get in the bench as well during these games because it starts to build up the girls' confidence going against a team like this, because now when they're going against a lesser defense, they kind of feel more confident, like knowing that if they could have gone against Camden Catholic, they can go against anyone else.
And Shay, in soccer or lacrosse or even swim, if you're going against a pretty touted opponent, does that really change your mindset going into the game of the match?
I think every athlete would like to say no, but in reality, yes, it kind of messes with your mind, but you just kind of have to push past it and, you know, fight harder or go out harder in a game. So I think it like changes in that aspect, but you know, you always want to fight against like those thoughts of being nervous and stuff and just play your own game.
Case 3 was no good, so 59.8 seconds remain here in this fourth quarter of action. K to inbound, so it'll stay with Sterling.
And we will have a post-game show to follow. Sterling right now just working in their half-court set as we round out these last 40-some seconds.
Just dominant defense, and we talked about that press all night long, really just cut off all the passing lanes for Sterling. Camden Catholic with a very solid win against the very good Lady Knights team here tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. They were as advertised and just really took it to Sterling in that second quarter and never looked back from that point on.
And me and you, Mr. Schultz, we were a little surprised at the end of the first quarter that we had a 9-point lead going into the second quarter, and then
we got them fired up, I think.
And then really whatever happened in the huddle really just changed the game.
Yeah. And they just played at a different speed.
Yeah, I was waiting for reality to hit. I was like, I know there's gonna be a comeback. I don't want it to happen, but I was like, the girls had talked about how great Camden Catholic was, so I was just like.
And you see one of your teammates on soccer?
Yes, actually, 3 of them, and I think on this court, they resemble how they play in soccer a lot. I know Ireland Kay is a great assister on the field, and here as well, as she's playing point guard, I think she always finds great passes and stuff, and I think it kind of just shows like on and off the field, like her as a player.
Yep, Ireland doing a good job out there.
So that'll do it. Camden Catholic will win this one 72-36 over the Lady Knights. We will have a post-game show to follow on senior night. We'll be right back after this quick break.
It's getting late. I should really go to bed.
Girl, what are you worried about? Come on, it won't hurt if you stay up another hour.
You know what? You're right. It couldn't hurt to stay up for another hour or so. What? It's already 1 a.m.? I didn't even realize it was so late. I'm telling her I'm going to bed. Oh my god, it's 7 a.m. Oh my god, ow! Ugh. Mom, I'm running late. Don't forget to pick up the kids later. All right, I gotta go. Have a good day.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19 as Camden Catholic takes care of Sterling 72-36. I'm going to send it over to Jake for the post-game show.
Thank you, Brian. Joined here with Cassidy Thompson. Cassidy, phenomenal game tonight. We really saw you guys really shut down Sterling in that second quarter with the press. Talk about, do you guys work on that a lot in practice?
Yeah, every day in practice we dedicate a certain amount of time to pressing. We tend to do that a lot to get like the opponent like rattled, so we can get a lot of fast breaks to get our intensity up.
And offensively, you do a phenomenal job of finishing at the rim and using your playmaking abilities to get others involved. Give us a little more insight on that.
So that's actually my bread and butter. I'm right-handed, but I like to go left-handed, so people would guard me right. So then I just go left. So I've been practicing on that ever since like I was little. I've always practiced going to the basket. That's my best talent. I like to get physical. I like to be aggressive. I'm not afraid of any body contact. I just really just go with my body and just finish, and I just work on that every day in the gym, so it really counts on the court.
And committed to Quinnipiac University. Give us a little bit of the commitment process that you had to go through.
So basically, my commitment process, it kind of started a little late. I believe like 2 summers ago, I started getting my first like Division I offers. Quinnipiac came in the picture later. They actually saw me last year at an open gym for high school. I just knew Quinnipiac was the one because, I mean, they treated me like, you know, like I was the main priority coming in for class of 2023. Their campus was beautiful. I couldn't resist the coaching staff, very sustainable. The whole environment altogether just seemed like the perfect place to be and the place where I should be at.
Thank you, Cassidy. Great game tonight.
Thank you so much.
And now joined by the Lady Knights senior, Isiana Lewis. Isiana, it must have been really special for you, especially dealing with some injuries, to come in and just get a basket on your senior night. Give us a little bit more insight about that.
It felt good. I didn't think I was going to make my layup, but I did. So, yeah, that's my first shot of the season, so it feels great.
And give us a little insight. You obviously battling some injuries, can't really be out there on the floor too much, but talk about other ways that you're really involved with the team. We know the girls love you and rally around you, so give us a little insight about that.
I try to make it to all the practices that I can. I do try to support at all the games and just be there for my team because even though I'm not on the court, I'm still supporting them in other ways.
And give us a little insight. You're in the locker room. Give us a little more insight on the mindset going into the playoff run that's upcoming shortly.
I think our girls are going headstrong and we are mentally tough, and I think that's what gets us through a lot of our games, and I think we're going to do very well for the playoffs.
Thank you, Isiana. Great game tonight.
Thank you.
And now joined by Aaron Battle. Aaron, phenomenal job tonight. You guys run the press almost to a T, and it really cut Sterling off in that second quarter. Give us a little insight about what Coach was telling you in that first quarter break.
Honestly, we knew that we had to stop the ball and stop transition, everything like that. So she was just telling us stop the ball, make sure we talk, communicate, press up, everything like that, and just stop the ball.
And you guys do a phenomenal job of getting the ball in transition, running out on the break, and talk a little bit more about that.
We're honestly just a fast break team. That's what we like to do. We like to push the ball, play a fast tempo. So that's just one of the first things that we look for to get out in transition.
And you're committed to UMass. Give us a little bit more backstory on your commitment process over this summer.
Honestly, UMass, so I started with Open Gym. They saw me at an Open Gym, and I got on the phone with them, and I went to the campus, and I love the campus. I love the girls. The coaches are phenomenal. They're like family to me, so just kind of building that family bond throughout the whole process and the months that I've been recruited through other coaches and everything. It was an amazing experience.
Thank you, Aaron. Great game tonight. Send it back to Brian in the booth. Brian?
Thank you very much, Jacob. Our next TV game is this Friday, February 17th. It's boys basketball taking on Burlington City at 4:30 p.m. That'll be covered on live on Channel 19 as well as youtube.com/SterlingTV19. You take a look at this playoff bracket here in the first round. Sterling will take on Collingswood. That's the girls. It'll be this Tuesday, February 21st. And then for the boys, it'll also be on Tuesday, February 21st, as Sterling will take on Camden Academy Charter. It's 2 games of a doubleheader, the girls at 5 and the boys at 7. So we will see you then, but that's going to do it here on Channel 19. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Jake Clark, Kevin Schulz, and thank you to Travis Schmidt and Shay Wiley for coming and helping us out here in the booth. And that's going to do it here on Channel 19. Thanks to Mr. K and all the tech crew members for helping out as well.